podcast where every topic is fair game. So sit back, relax, and let's dive right in. So,
I thought you were going to scream in the mic there.
that's probably... Oh, I think I might have just turned it off. No, that's fine, we're all good. That's probably going to sound either really... it's going to sound weird either way, I think.
Yeah.
That was pure ASMR.
Oh.
ASMR?
ASMR.
ASMR?
I hate ASMR. Like, I don't get how people can enjoy it.
Yeah, I find it very strange as well. It was really funny. I was actually at one of my friends' houses recently, and we were just like sitting on the couch, and he was scrolling through TikTok with his phone at full volume for some reason, and he came across like a live, and it was like ASMR, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know why that's in my algorithm." I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Is it though? It was this like really hot Twitch lassie, and she was like,
No, man.
and I was like, "Mate, what you doing?"
Yeah.
Like, I'm really sorry if that weirded you out because it weirds me out.
It weirds
But
me out so much.
I was like, "Why are you watching stuff like that?" And he was like, "Oh no, I don't." And I was like, I'm doing it.
It's always the stuff that pops up in your For You page that ends up being the worst stuff always pops up when there's people around.
I don't have anything bad on my For You page. Like, I was talking to Amy about this. Amy's my sister. You probably know that if you've been watching, but you probably haven't. But anyway, me and Amy were sitting and we were like, "Oh," she was like, "What's on your For You page?" And I was like, "Go and look." And she was like, "You sure?" And I was like, "Aye," because she was expecting like hundreds of thirst traps and all that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
See,
"You're not going to get anything like that in my
I
For You
don't
page."
have thirst traps either, but the one thing that I sometimes have that catches me out is it's like a golf video and the guy says, "Oh, like it'll be like, oh, the sound of this connection," and then you're listening for it, and then it just goes, "Ah," and you're like, "Fuck!" It catches you.
Nah, well, I don't get stuff like that. Mine's is all just like dumb memes, wrestling, Star Wars, and just like nostalgia. I get so much nostalgia
You
TikTok.
send me so much nostalgia.
I get so
Do you
much
know
nostalgia.
what I've noticed there's sometimes like you'll like stuff or comment or whatever, but see what is more likely to show up in your For You page is the stuff that you share.
Yeah.
See the stuff you send. I get anytime I send you stuff or like Fab stuff. Next thing my For You page.
Do you know why that is?
Why?
They want you to send more stuff so that the
there's
people
more
that you're
people
sending it to come back onto the platform.
Because there's actually apparently like a point system.
Yeah.
Like, on TikTok. So like if you share it, so in our account with the podcast account, if we go on that,
We got a first 10k view video.
yeah, it's actually like over 12k now.
Is it?
It's actually mad.
It's got over 1,000 likes as well. And do you know what it is? It's about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea. I genuinely, if you were to ask me this time when we started this, what do you think your first video that gets 10k views will be? The last thing I would have thought would have been like Star Wars.
Yeah, I know.
I love Star Wars, but I just didn't think there was that much of like a Star Wars. Well, there is a massive Star Wars community, but you know what I mean? Like,
I didn't think it would that clip.
Yeah,
especially.
aye.
But it's obviously your passion.
I know. I was like,
It's so-
Star Wars is a love story.
Yeah.
Shut up, Ben. Shut up.
Oh, see the comments, by the way. See some people that are saying things that
Somebody commented on it saying, I don't even know this guy and I don't like him already.
Yeah.
Like, cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
Oh, I actually love like winding people up. Someone says, "Oh, I pure hate it when someone says Anakin isn't the chosen one." So I commented back,
Yeah.
Anakin isn't the chosen
I
one."
was going to say, don't do that on the podcast account. Do that on your own account.
I just find it so funny.
Oh, man.
But then, like, someone was like, "Oh, 1 out of 10 rage bait," and I'm like, "I got you a comment, so it's 10
Yeah, that's
out
what
of
I
10.
Stop doing it on the podcast account because it makes, like, I know that we are both,
Yeah.
we're both assholes, but it makes the podcast look like an asshole.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean.
Marshals, it's funny.
Aye, well, true.
Oh,
I
but-
guess.
I just realised they left the
The big light on.
big Legos.
It doesn't look much different. Not really, other than the background looks a wee bit like more white now rather than.
Yeah, that looks nicer. Anyway, but speaking of like TikTok and viral things, since like, we got our first viral video. Yeah, everyone knows what's going here. Right. So, I'm actually intrigued your opinion on this. So obviously, the main question that's been asked just now is, if there was 100 men versus one silverback gorilla, what's going to win, or who's going to win?
Right. This is so. It's subjective. It's subjective to scenario. What type of men?
Yeah.
Like, how angry is the gorilla? Like,
Like,
is it? Is,
angry if it's 100 men.
well, true. Aye.
Because then
I
people,
don't
you have to
know,
take,
man.
if you took into things like fear factor, because is that 100 men all
Yeah.
going to commit? Are we talking about the 100 strongest men in the world? Or are we talking about 100 average
I think
men?
it would be 100 average men.
100
like 100 average men, and the average guy nowadays, let's be honest, is a bit of a
Yeah.
gimp.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's the only way I can put it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Like 100 people is a lot of people. But have you ever actually seen 100 people like just sitting? See,
Yeah,
when you
it's
come
actually quite a lot.
when you
I've
come to the
never-
asylum shows, there's about 150. When that
Yeah.
place is full, there's about 150. So that is quite a lot. But
Yeah.
then a silverback gorilla, a full-grown silverback gorilla.
This is the thing as well. Like, obviously, with no weapons, just bare hands, feet. Like, you could hurt the
Oh
gorilla,
yeah, you could hurt it 100%. But
but
you
it
would
just
need.
depends on how much it's going to.
Also, do you have time to plan who's going to do what?
Yeah, I
Like,
think you have time to plan.
you have 15 people.
Because
to
this
cause
is the thing that
distraction.
we have over all
Aye,
other
brains.
animals is brains. So if
So-
we have time to be tactic, like,
Aye,
about
like-
to hunt the gorilla.
Yeah, like 15 E's cause a distraction, 25 E's go for the eyes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the rest of E's
I
hold
think
his
if you
arms.
properly done a tactic, I think 100 men could. I keep seeing so many different opinions, and it's actually like,
It's interesting.
yeah, because I know who was the first one to keep up the
I've heard this argument so many times over the years, but this
Yeah.
is the first time it's just went.
Oh, I seen someone, right, that said, now I don't know if they're just saying this for rage bait, right, but they said that 100 people could genuinely defeat any animal. Like,
To be fair, it's not an absurd argument. Like, look at how like old tribes used to do it. They used to take down
spears
mammoths,
and stuff.
but like they, regardless.
Oh, this is actually another thing that popped up on my TikTok for enough today that I thought would relate into this from this topic is, how did we survive so many like
mass extinctions.
mass extinctions?
Like the Ice Age, you know.
The Ice Age. And how did we like survive the animals that were there? Like the mammoth and the saber-toothed tiger. Like, how did we
The problem is we didn't really. We get mauled by them quite often, but we had such large tribes of people because humans are one of the only species in the world that enjoy like recreating. Like we get pleasure out of it. So that's why that's why the population shot up like that. The only other animal in the world that enjoys like recreating is dolphins.
Is it?
Yep, it's the only one that gets pleasure out of it. The two of them are the only two. I mean, I don't doubt that every other animal gets pleasure out of it, but they don't seek it out all year round.
I know, anytime you watch like, say when you go to safari park and you see lions fucking, they don't
They don't look like they're having
enjoying
fun. They're just like, oh well, it's time to do this. Like, come on.
And then the female's like,
I know. But like that's the thing, it's just and they've got like a mating season. Like they only do it in like a certain time of year, whereas
Yeah.
humans are just like, yep, let's keep going.
yeah.
More.
Yeah.
mean-
more.
Yeah, that's what it's like. I think that's like the reason that we managed to get through stuff like that is because there was so many of us.
We're so good at fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's the down to brass taxis, that's the one.
Oh, but with the actual 100 people beating a silverback, I think it is possible. But if you look at odds, do you know what I was thinking? I was thinking when Doctor Strange says to Iron Man, out of the 99,000
14 million.
yeah, and there's only like one that pays off the way it does.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there going, I wonder if that's like what the silverbacks.
I don't think it would be that rare for it to happen, but
I bet you know. I think it'd be a certain.
I think if we had time to plan, more likely for the guys to win. If we didn't have time to plan, they could always take it.
Yeah.
If they gorilla just like say there's 100 people just in a house or just in a garden somewhere, and a gorilla just jumps in the fence, we're done. Because-
screwed.
50% of those guys are just going to run or stand back because they're
Aye,
in shock.
yeah.
The rest of them are going to get mauled, and then they're going to go, all right, well, we better try something new, and then it's too late, and then everybody's dead.
Well, to be fair, Tarzan can beat gorillas.
That's a cartoon, brother.
I love Tarzan.
So
But
that was a good film.
to be fair, he's like properly strangling the gorilla. So I think if you get like someone that can somehow get on and chokehold it,
If
I
all a
think-
gorilla, a silverback gorilla, all it has to do when you're on its back is fall backwards and you're dead because it's like
yeah, but I don't think
It's
it's,
like a
going to do it.
500
I think if you've got someone on the back choking it out, and then you've got like people hitting it with, well, I was going to say things, but you can't use things like punching it and all that type of thing. I think it's going to forget about the person on its back.
don't even know if a human person could get their arms round to get like
I
a
think-
right good
I
choke.
think you could, but I just don't know, like, because as well, 100 people, right? If you kind of planned it where some people were taking like a break, and then like,
Slip rounds, tag me in, brother. I'll take the hot tag.
but then I think that's it. It's just going to be because the gorilla at the end of the day is huge and it's got so much muscle that takes a lot of effort to move that about.
Yeah, but
So-
they don't get tired the way that we do.
Well, they do though.
No, they
they're, still,
don't.
they're still a mammal. They still get knackered.
Mate, not the way we do.
Yeah, not the way we do, but that's why we've got 100 of us in one of them.
I don't know. I don't think choking it out's the right way to go.
Would you think knocking it out? That's not good.
Oh, I think go for its eyes so it can't see. Like, have people distract it. That happens. Folk jump on them, claw its eyes out, boom, it can't see. It's just swinging.
And also,
then just avoid it like you're playing. Like, know how what's that game you used to play? Like, what's that game? Where the person would get like when you walk about the room and you try to find people.
Oh, I don't know what it's called.
Do you know what I'm talking about? though?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, like do that. Take its eyes out. It can't see, and then it just swings about. And it gets tired. Then it'll sit down, and then somebody just goes up and goes. Like that's it.
But then, yeah, you're probably right. But how are you going to take its eyes out? You think you can be accurate enough to take its eyes out?
No, but at
And not
least
strings it?
if say 40 people ran in and they all jumped at his eyes, he's
Yeah.
not going to stop all 40 of them.
Yeah, true. I know, but we need 100 brave men to test this out.
Imagine this actually became a thing.
Science experiment.
Have you heard the one that people always used to talk about as like a grizzly bear or a gorilla?
Oh yeah, a grizzly bear's taking it all day.
Do you think?
Oh mate, a grizzly bear's so big. It's so I don't think people realise when that thing stands up, it's towering over that gorilla like it's
Yeah.
nothing. And I think because a bear's fluffy with fur, it doesn't look like it's got as much muscle.
Uh-huh.
Whereas obviously
It does, yeah.
gorilla, you can see the muscle. So I think that's what
A silverback gorilla. It's not got the brains of humans, but it's got more brains.
it does have more brains.
And it can grab. It can grab, and it can.
It's kind of like Godzilla and
Like all that gorilla has to do is like see like in the first King Kong movie where it grabs the T-Rex by the mouth and it just goes.
yeah.
Boom,
Oh, that's
done.
a cool scene to be
That's so cool.
I also want to know the weight difference between a full-grown grizzly.
Grizzly,
Grizzly.
a full-grown gizmo.
I know, I'm
gizmo.
trying to type whilst talking at the same time. It's gonna distract.
Yeah. So this is one of our cars from the Fast and Furious collection. As you can see, this is the car that Paul Walker provides for Dominic Toretto in the first movie. It's a Toyota Supra. It's lovely and it's orange and it's got some nice decal on the sides, and it's got a wee picture of Dominic Toretto on the front of it. Wee bit of information for you. I
Okay.
think we've got another car up there as well.
Yeah.
It's also from the first Fast and Furious movie.
It is, yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, so it can be from 80 to 600 kilograms.
80 to 600 kilograms for
Yeah.
a full-grown grizzly bear.
Yeah, I think it's obviously.
That's when it's
and-
born.
Yeah.
It can't be born at 80
It
kilos.
says
actually.
a fully grown bear can weigh anywhere from 80 to 600 kilograms, with males generally. weighing
600
more than
kilograms, so it's about. Wait, 600 kilograms?
600 kilograms?
Wait, so that's times that by 2.2 right now, because that's how much it would be in pounds.
Oh, I've already got the pounds here. The pounds is 1,320.
That is wild.
And then if you look at,
1,300 pounds,
yeah, why are you working in pounds?
because that just sounds bigger.
Yeah,
And also,
Obviously,
in wrestling, everything gets billed as pounds, so it's like.
okay. And then gorilla, silverback gorilla, is 136 to 227.
So 200, so about
It's pretty much
£500.
yeah.
It's half the size if it's fully grown.
As it's half less. Aye, but 40%, 45%.
I think the grizzly bear as well, but I think 1 in 10 times the silverback wins.
Yeah, depending if you got a dumb bear.
Dumb bear, big gorilla, small bear,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All the variables.
If you were to take on the biggest animal possible, what do you think the size of that animal would be?
The
You
biggest animal possible, an elephant, mate.
You think you could take an elephant?
No, but you said the question wrong. So you said if I could take on the biggest animal possible, what would it
and
be?
win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. That's the right question. I knew what you were going for, but I was trying to make you look
could
like
have
a dumbass.
said blue whale at that point.
I know. I think I could take a blue whale.
No,
Is it on land?
on land, you're obviously taking a blue whale. But what I'm saying is, and it's
No. That's
its
not fair.
habitat.
No. We need to find even playing field here.
okay, half water, half land.
I'll give you my paddling pool.
Okay, I'm paddling.
No, right, okay. I think the biggest animal I could take and win without, like, I would get hurt, but
Yeah, it's fine, but you have to, like, it's death. Like, you have to go to the death,
and I'm just bare hands.
bare hands.
Uh, I'm trying to think, right, there's quite a few big animals I think I could take.
A lot of people say, like, things like a kangaroo, but I don't think people realise.
No, you couldn't take a kangaroo.
you
If that thing catches you with one kick, you're dead.
know, long. And then you've got, like, KSI says that you can take on a horse.
No, not happening. Not happening at all. Horses are like tanks.
Yeah, horses are like he says he could punch a horse and knock it out.
Not a chance. Not a chance, man.
But I think you could take on something that's that big but not as
Just
strong.
not. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking along the lines of like an ostrich.
Yeah, an ostrich. Yeah,
An ostrich.
I think its kick would fucking hurt, but
Oh yeah,
you could
but
still
you could
take
withstand it. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if it was life or death, you could withstand it.
it. Oh yeah, you just literally somehow like grab it by its neck.
Ostrich. Else, that's what I'm thinking along the lines of, like frail bird.
Yeah, the frail birds.
I'm not gonna hit any women. No, that kind of bird.
I think
An ostrich is probably
ostrich. I think ostrich is fair.
because that's a big animal.
Yeah, because then you could also like you could say something smaller, but then also if you for like what's it called, that freaking big ass lizard.
There's a few of those.
Aye, but the big
Komodo
one,
dragon.
Is it the Komodo dragon?
I don't
Aye, the one that has like the poisonous bite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like that big fucker. Like that's big,
Yeah.
but still obviously smaller than an ostrich, but it's more deadly than an ostrich.
Yeah.
So I think if we were to nowadays go out in the wild, we're all screwed.
We are screwed.
Yeah.
We don't know how to survive it.
Oh.
Mate, say if somebody was to sit me out in the woods with nothing, and they went, right, mate, camp for the
That's
night," I'd be like,
that's
I'm going to
actually,
go and hide under this bush. Come get me the water.
that's actually a good question, right? Just in the UK, right? But you're not allowed to go to civilization. How long do you think you could just survive in the woods? Like how long for?
Just left with nothing.
Left with nothing.
Just
well,
just
maybe
the clothes on my back.
just the
basically.
clothes on your back.
Clothes on
yeah.
my back. Right. I reckon about a week.
A week, you think you could?
I think I could do a week
Yeah,
because I would struggle
yeah,
and I wouldn't be able to like hunt and get actual food, but I would eat like trees.
yeah.
I would if it was like survival. I think I could like a
Yeah,
week,
yeah.
and then I'd be like, right, I need to get back here.
Yeah. What now? This is where it's a more difficult question because what if it was in America? Because obviously America in the woods and that you've got things like
Bears.
bears
Yeah.
How long?
I'd kill myself before they got to me.
yeah.
Like
Oh.
that is terrifying.
I think because I watched a show on Netflix recently. I can't remember what it was called, but it was really good actually, and it was about these people going to survive. It was like 4 different teams, and they were all different camps, and there was like 4 in each camp, and they had to just survive. They had some tools in that, to be fair,
Yeah.
but they had to just survive, and it was literally like freezing, like under 0 degrees at night. It was like obviously no food or that, so they had to go.
Is this the Bear Grylls thing?
No, it's not Bear Grylls. It's kind of similar, but I would say better. to
Oh,
be
really?
honest, because it's like you don't see any hosts of that. They just chuck them out there, and
Yeah.
it's just them. Like that's there's like challenges in that, but ones that they have to like build a raft and go out to the water
Yeah.
to get, which is obviously freezing cold in that as well. And generally, some of them had near death conditions.
Hell yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
good.
no, it's actually well
But
good.
there is a new Bear Grylls one that just came out on Netflix.
I've seen that. Is that not like a celebrity one though?
I have no idea what it is. I just remember seeing
Celebrity
his face.
Hunt or something. I think I've
I
seen.
remember seeing his face.
I love Bear Grylls, to be fair. I think it's so good.
That mind when we used to watch Deadly 60.
Oh, I love Deadly Sixty.
Deadly 60 was amazing.
There's so many actually like old shows like that you forgot
Mate,
about.
I saw a thing today. In fact, there's no point in showing you because we need to edit it and all that. In fact, I'll show you.
Just show it.
It's a clip, right? And it was like rare footage. Somebody had like a screen recording somehow of their TV in 2008, right?
Right.
And it's them flicking through the channels on Sky, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh wait, I think I've seen this.
This-
It's the old mate.
It's just like scrolling through them. That's
That is
it.
nuts.
Even just seeing that bit at the bottom, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, that is so. Go and send me it.
I will
just
send you
forget.
so you can
But
edit it in.
That is actually crazy. Like the nostalgia of that, to be honest. 'Cause
Yeah.
that was kids are never going to understand.
Oh man,
I
like
feel old.
we used to have to like record things if we wanted to watch them back, and even then, before when we first started watching TV, you could do that.
Yeah.
We didn't have pause and rewind. Well, I think we spoke about this before, but we were like the last generation before the technology really
Oh,
took
yeah.
over. I would say genuinely because we were still the generation that had to go out before dinner
Yeah.
and go and chap our pals' doors like when you coming
Yeah,
out. Like
100%. Yeah, I think. Aye.
we didn't text our parents and go, when do you want us home? We went, come home when the street lights
Yeah.
go on. That like, genuinely, we were the last generation that done that. I think because
Yeah.
even Amy never done that,
I know. I made the.
and Amy's only 2 years younger than me.
Yeah. It's pretty mental when you think about it, the difference. They've definitely got no chance of surviving a silverback girl.
Oh, not a chance. Not a chance, man.
Yeah,
The-
we need the
like
generations before.
when I see my nephews the way they're growing up, I'd be surprised if they could take on a slug.
Yeah. Jaden's like,
What's up, man? Get off me!
oh, speaking of our nephew, obviously it was our niece's communion.
Communion.
Is that the other one? Communion. Fun enough, I am the religion one that yours too. And
The religion one.
the religion one.
I am the
religious.
I am the religion one.
religious. You can tell I'm not a practicing one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to actually add in the photo of you with Jackson with both the pint and the
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. I fed my nephew for the first time, and I also gave him his first beer.
Yeah.
Disclaimer: he didn't actually
Yeah,
drink
yeah.
it. I was
It was just for the
I was just holding it there for the photo.
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny because there's photos of me, there's photos of him, there's photos of my big sister, my wee sister. My dad always took pictures of us as babies holding a beer bottle.
Yeah.
Because he just thought it was hilarious, and I was like, I've got to carry this tradition on. So I took a picture of him with the pint, and then I put it down and fed him his bottle. So I'm not a bad uncle. I'm just a funny uncle.
But yeah, I thought that was quite funny. But yeah,
Actually, I'm a bad uncle. I don't see the kids enough. I was talking
Oh,
to Amy
yeah.
about this the other day. We actually said it in our group chat as well the day after. I was like, we need to start seeing each other more.
oh yeah, it's hard though. It's definitely the way.
Well, it's one of the main reasons me and you started this.
Yeah.
Like, so that we could see each other more. Because me and you used to see each other at most maybe like 4 or 5 times a year, I would say.
Oh yeah.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
And then now it's like every week, and I can't be arsed seeing you anymore.
I know. Tell me about
I know, I'm sick of your face.
it. I'm sick of yours with the editing, seeing it all the time and all.
What are you talking about? I'm the star.
I'm the star.
I'm the star of the show.
the star of the show.
I look pale, man. I need to get a sunbed.
You look pale.
I feel
Oh, by the way, I'm actually burnt.
I noticed.
Yeah, I've got like. I don't know if you can actually see it, but
You can see it, mate.
yeah, it's. Yeah.
Aye.
This is from. I don't know if you've noticed when you were filling up your water bottle, the mess of the garden right now.
I didn't know.
No, oh well, there's about like 40 bags worth of like stones and bricks there.
Nice.
So we're doing that up just now, and I've been spending hours out in the back garden, and I was playing tennis for 2 hours yesterday, and without sun cream.
Do you know what I done yesterday when I came home from work?
Slept.
Slept at the back with the dog in the sun. And I never burnt, but I never got a tan either.
You definitely look.
I've not been for a sunbed in like a week and a half, and I really need to go because I feel pale. My skin's all breaking out because I've not been for one.
They really make that much of a difference.
They do. They do. Like, and see, the problem is as well, once you start, when you take some time off them, like I say, your skin breaks out
Yeah.
because you're used to it, and it's like, yeah, it's so annoying because there's been many a times where I've tried to stop going for them because I don't want to go for them as often. But then again, sunbed tan looks so much better on camera than a fake tan for wrestling,
Yeah.
and plus fake tan gets on. I keep burping, sorry. Fake tan gets on your wrestling gear and all that, and
yeah.
whereas a sunbed tan doesn't. So it's like, I need to do it now.
Yeah.
I'm kind of trapped in this vicious cycle. See, before I started wrestling, I was ready to like delete social media, stop going for sunbeds, just retract myself from online.
Yeah.
And then I started wrestling, and I was like, okay, this is my life now.
Yeah. I generally would be the same. If we weren't doing this and I didn't have the job that I had, I probably wouldn't even have TikTok and
Yeah.
Instagram and my
I mean, I would have it, but I wouldn't post on it. I wouldn't
Yeah.
have any photos. I wouldn't have anything.
But I feel like with anything nowadays, whether I see things all the time, it's actually stupid if you don't post on TikTok because that you can actually make money from it.
Yeah.
Now, no, I'm not saying it's that easy that you just post and all of a sudden you're making money, but everyone could do it
Yep.
for free. Like, it doesn't cost anything to post
Exactly.
on TikTok. So, like, look at us. We've now over 800 followers on TikTok. Woo!
Yay!
For considering how long
Less than
we've been doing
6 months. No, it'll be about 6 months in the show.
About
5
6
and
months,
2. Aye.
Aye, roughly. About 6 months.
No, just over, surely. When was the first episode posted? We've done this before and we can't even remember. I think it was like...
I know, but we did post it on YouTube and stuff, but we didn't start posting on TikTok till a lot later.
Did we not?
I think TikTok we didn't start posting on TikTok. Let's just look at it. I'd actually be intrigued to know this, to be fair. Like what we actually...
We've done this before, Aaron. We're just idiots.
I know, my memory's shocking, by the way. Do you know
Yes!
what?
My Crocs are on the way. I ordered Simpsons Crocs. So that's
Yeah.
that's we get Toy Story, SpongeBob, Star Wars, and Simpsons Crocs.
Nice.
I'll send them a picture of the Crocs that I bought to put them up, and they'll go right here. Ba-ding.
Right here.
And they're awesome. Like, they're probably the nicest ones I've ordered yet. They're just white and black with a wee yellow sports mode bit, and they've got like gibbets of all the Simpsons characters, right?
Yeah.
And then in the left foot they've got the TV, and it's like actual a telly that sits up, and it's got itchy and scratchy on it.
Okay, that is quite
How cool is that?
Yeah.
I'm buzzing. I can't wait. I shouldn't have done it though. They were £70. This is why I'm always skint.
No shit.
To be fair, I'm actually not anymore. I got a substantial wage rise at the end of last year, and then another wage rise last month. So
Can't complain then.
can't complain.
Are you
I'm doing
investing?
well. I am not, because I'm saving up for Florida. But as of next year,
Yeah,
I've got about £6,000 saved up for a house.
Oof.
Yeah,
That's good, actually.
it's in an Isa as well, so I'll get £3,000 on top of that if I lift it.
That's really good, actually. Especially for like doing it yourself. Like,
Yeah, because I'm choking to move out.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not even Mum, I love you. Well, Colin too, Amy as well, but it says a lot that I only thought of my mum at first. But I'm kidding. No, I just want my own space so bad,
Makes such a
and I want to get a flat in the city. Like we're not in the city, like East End,
No.
so it's cheaper. So that I'm a stone's throw away from where I train. I'm central. I'm not too far away from my family. I'm closer to my dad's side as well. There,
Yeah.
It's
See,
like-
one thing I would do if I was you at your age and being single and that as well is actually like get a flat with your pal.
I was thinking about doing that, right?
Because I would, because me and Michael both were at times where one of us was in a relationship, and then obviously he's with Cara. He's been with Cara for what 6-7 years now,
Yeah.
and obviously he's getting married to her now. So they've been a serious relationship for a long time.
He's getting married as well.
Yeah, did I not
When?
tell you this?
No.
Oh, he proposed like a month ago. Or something.
Congratulations, Michael. I genuinely never thought you would.
Yeah. Oh wow. But aye, so obviously we've never had that where like both of us being single at the
Yeah.
same time to then go do that. But if you and your pal single, then I would
Well,
go.
The problem is now through wrestling, all my pals are in their 30s, and they've got their own houses and they've got kids.
Yeah.
Like the only pals I've got that could do that with me now is like Jamie Landon, Colton, but Colton lives with his parents. He's just finished uni. He definitely wouldn't want to move in with me.
Why wouldn't you do it with Jamie? Landon?
Me and Landon have spoken about it before, but like
See the thing.
he's 20, but he's still young, and he's
20? I thought you were told on 20.
nah, he's 20, and he's still like I don't want to like out him here, but he's got like a lot going on,
Yeah.
and he's just not in the right mindset, or he's not like far along in life to be looking at moving out. I don't think he's quite comfortable still living with his parents.
Because I would definitely say like if you, one thing I would have changed is pretty much like heads down. Obviously still having your fun, but heads down, work it. Like if you're living in that environment with someone that's obviously reaching the same goal that you're trying to reach, there's more chances he's doing it. Because there's actually a song I listen to. It's quite good, but it always says if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, then go together. And I'm like, that's actually like such a good quote. Because if you want to go and actually make a full career out of something, there's more chance of you being successful in it.
Because we're around each other. The thing is as well with that is like, see the days where I'd come home from work and like I'm in the house with my parents and they're just watching the telly, and I'm like, I could skip training tonight. Whereas if I come home and Jamie's there, Landon's there, and I'm like, I can't be bothered going to training. He'd be like, well, we're gone. Yeah. And then on days where he's like that, I'd be like, well, we're going, let's go. And it would make a lot of difference. We've spoke about it before. We actually started looking at places around November there, because I get like a really big insurance payout for my work. I won't go into too much detail, but I get quite a lot of money. And I was looking at flats, and I booked a viewing, and I went for a viewing for a flat just outside the city in the East End, 10-minute walk for the asylum, top floor with a balcony, and it was only £400 a month each.
That's good.
I know. And I was like, can you afford this right now? Because see, if he could have, I would have done it. Right there and then I would have done it. And he was like, no, I need a few months. Waited a few months. Went to look at it again. Gone.
Yeah.
I was like,
things like that.
mate, it had a big, like, see the, honestly, it's actually making me sad thinking about it. I would have loved to live there. It was a 3-bedroom. Like, I had a room for my Lego. So, like, the living room had a big, like, curved window.
Right.
And there was a door to the side of it, and you opened it, and it had a big curved balcony that looked out, and it was like the best view, but it was cool. Like I was like,
was it just rent?
Yeah.
You said,
It
yeah.
was rent. I would have been fine with that. I'd have
No,
been fine with that.
See, this is the one thing that annoys me, right? A lot of people compare rent to buying, right? It really depends on your circumstances,
Yep.
and a lot of times people think buying's better, but it's not.
It's
most of
not
the time.
necessarily, no, because if you're renting, if anything goes wrong in that house,
Yeah.
you just phone somebody and go, pay for this. Boom.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's done.
But then also, if you look at it another end, with paying for a mortgage as well, say, like, obviously, have me and Fab's name in this house. Say the business goes fucked, and that like I can't afford.
They
to
take
pay
this off you.
lose a house.
Yeah.
Whereas and then that's obviously in your record and all that stuff as well. And there's
Yeah.
it'll affect your
Credit score. Yeah.
and then there's more chance.
And
of
losing a house would affect it massively.
Oh yeah, but then if you're just like rent, you just you get a notice,
Yeah.
and then you get chucked it, and then
Well,
you just
there's actually
find
this
something else.
company, there's this couple on TikTok that I was seeing. They don't pop up as much anymore, but it was about a year ago. They own like 6 properties throughout the UK, and they rent them all out on Airbnb,
Yeah.
right? But they don't own their own home. They rent their own place
Yeah.
because they like to move around and go other places.
I
They like-
know there's a couple millionaires that I know that do the exact same thing.
Yeah, they own 6 properties but don't live in any of them, and then rent their own places and just fucking go wherever they want, whenever they want. Like they'll just go, right, let's rent a house in Dubai for like a year. Boom, let's go there.
Yeah.
And then they'll go, I fancy Australia. Boom.
I would say when you're settling down and you're having kids and all that, then I would agree with buying a house
Yep.
and stuff. But yeah,
In situations like that, where you're just if you're a young couple, but you've managed to work your way up the property ladder, you've got a few places, you just go, anybody
Yeah.
else can live here, we're off.
yeah. Well, that's what me and Fabs are doing with this.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing all the work and
Yeah.
doing it up, because we want to rent this out, get the next house, same thing, build up
Yeah.
a portfolio of houses, hopefully. But
Look at that,
It's
man.
not cheap.
Got everything figured out. You're going to be doing that. I'm going to be a famous wrestler, and if I don't make it, then I'll see you on the other side. And I think on that note, we'll call it a day, because I need to get home. My dinner's ready waiting for me.
I hope mine's is ready for me.
That was fun. I enjoyed that
was fun.
conversation.
Yes.
We didn't really decide on what would win out, the gorilla and the 100 people. I think the 100 people.
The 100 people.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Look at that. We
Especially
agreed on
if you're in
something.
it. Yeah.
That could have been so much cooler. You ruined it, man. You ruined it. Right, I'm off.
Yes.
If you'd like to give us a wee like, a share, a follow, all
Let
the
us know
other
what you
things.
think would win as well, 100 people or a gorilla.
Yeah,
Or a gorilla or a grizzly.
yeah. Or what's the biggest animal you think you could beat? Do you think you could beat something bigger than an ostrich? You never said your answer.
No, I agree with yours. I think an ostrich
An
is a
ostrich.
good call.
Ostrich is a good call, I think.
If we come up with something better, then we'll
Or
let
if
know
you
next
come
time.
up with something better, let us know. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.
Take care.